is Amar Azucena Cid. I am in Sacramento, California. I'm a transportation planner, born and raised in a neighborhood called Oak Park. It wasn't always easy to live in this neighborhood. It was never easy to defend where I was from, and sometimes I didn't always want to. It was rough growing up here. It was pretty violent at times. There was a lot of crime. There was a lot of gangs. There was heavy police enforcement in this neighborhood. We didn't have a grocery store until I was about 19, within like a 2-mile radius, but it was home. It was where I was raised. It kind of gave me this lens of how our planning industry has purposely disinvested in Black and brown communities. Oak Park at one time was a thriving Black community with a pretty good business district. It had a trolley system, and then our freeway systems came in and destroyed that business district, cut out the trolleys. The trolleys were removed. There was no longer, public transit into downtown Sacramento for quite some time. And I think about how our racist policies within this industry have harmed our Black community members for generations, and the perpetual violence that has created within our Black and brown communities is indicative of our complacency within this industry. I think about Oak Park as it's changing, as many Black and brown communities are changing throughout the United States, are heavily impacted with gentrification, with new folks coming in, more affluent white community members coming in and seeing the desirability and the accessibility of our neighborhoods. Oak Park is only 3 miles from the state capitol, where there's a lot of jobs, a lot of state jobs. We're positioned right next to the UC Davis Medical Center, where in the last 15 years has really made waves in the medical industry and technology sector. I'm fortunate to live here. I don't have to travel far to my work. I can ride a bike, I can walk, I can take transit, I can drive in, but I don't have to get on the freeway. And I now have access to new restaurants, to some $15 smoothies if that's what I want to get into. But I don't see the majority of this neighborhood that once was having the same opportunities to enjoy those benefits. As a transportation planner and as an indigenous person, as a Chicana, I wholeheartedly agree that we need to atone for our racist policies that have really decimated Black and brown communities. I would imagine that as we keep talking about equity and mobility justice, that we're really going to start putting the investment dollars needed to atone for the harms that have taken shape. What does investment look like without a guarantee that the investment will benefit Black community members? When we talk about reparations in this industry, people don't see a connection, and I see a way for all of us to atone and support our Black brothers and sisters, especially in 2021 when we're seeing the rate of harm in our public right of way. How are we as community members, as planners, not actively addressing the long-time generational harm that our industry is part of?